So, welcome to your guide to the Innovate workflow. Now, we don't see this as just some rigid process. We see it as a living, breathing system. Think of this explainer as your map to understanding its complete anatomy, and more importantly, figuring out exactly where you fit in.
Here's the big idea. Our entire operation is modeled on the human body. This concept actually comes from our own Shakira's Ojantianos, who brings this incredible perspective as both a registered nurse and a process improvement specialist. The idea is really simple. Every single department is a vital organ, and for the whole company to be healthy, every one of those organs has to work in perfect harmony. And this is our core philosophy, system before ego. It's a simple but absolutely non-negotiable idea that the health of the entire system, the whole body, always comes first. Every single decision we make is guided by this one principle.
All right, so let's dive in. Every project begins right here, with the lungs, where we take that very first breath by inhaling the client's needs.
The lean office that acts as our system's lungs. It breathes in what we call the voice of the client, or VOC for short. But just like our own lungs, it doesn't just suck in air. It has to filter it, turning those raw client requests into the pure oxygen our system needs to survive. And that oxygen is what we call critical to quality requirements, or CTQs. Simple, right? No breath, no flow.
So this translation from VOC to CTQ is absolutely the crucial first step. The VOC is everything the client is thinking, their vision, their goals, their needs. The CTQ is our job, to turn that vision into specific, measurable instructions that are going to fuel the entire system.
Now, this isn't just some vague concept. It's all governed by really precise steps. SOP-01 is our guide to taking that first breath correctly, making sure we capture that initial inquiry. Then, boom, SOP-02 kicks in, and it ensures that within just 24 hours, that inquiry has an owner and a clear path forward. It's got to be rapid, and it's got to be precise.
And right at intake, we make a huge decision. We choose the project's lane. Is it an express project? Standard, pretty straightforward. Or is it complex, with a lot of custom work, really tight tolerances? This decision, made right at the start, locks the project onto its track for the entire journey.
Okay, so from the lungs, that oxygenated plan, that CTQ, now travels to the brain and the heart of our system.
The design department is the brain. It's the nervous system of our whole workflow. Its job is vital. Take that CTQ and transmit perfectly clear signals, the shop drawings, to the rest of the body. And let me tell you, clarity here is non-negotiable. Any fuzzy or wrong signal from the brain compromises the health of the entire project.
And before the brain's signals can go any further, we hit our first major checkpoint, Gate 1, Design Lock. This isn't just a handshake, it's a formal, time-stamped approval from the client on the final design. And nothing, absolutely nothing moves forward until the brain has sent this final, approved signal. So, with the plan crystal clear, it needs a pulse, a heartbeat. That's the estimating department. Our heart. It creates the bill of materials, or BOM, and that's what really pumps life into the project. A good, accurate BOM creates a steady, predictable heartbeat. A mismatched one, that causes a dangerous arrhythmia in the workflow.
And this is where you really see the system's internal logic. We only get to Gate 2, costing validated, after design lock is achieved. That sequence is so critical. It makes sure the heart only starts beating in rhythm with the brain's final approved plan.
All right. The plan is set, the pulse is steady. Now we move into the core production engine, the body's digestive system. This is where ideas are finally turned into reality.
First up, you've got the lever. For us, that's our supply chain and production planning and inventory control, or PPIC. And just like a real liver, its job is to filter everything that comes in. It blocks toxins, things like wrong materials or bad timing, and it makes sure we only feed the system exactly what it needs, precisely when it's needed.
So what's the signal to begin digestion? Well, that's Gate 3, the production pull ticket. This ticket is the one and only thing that authorizes manufacturing to start, and it's only issued after the design is locked, the costing is validated, and, this is huge, the financial locks are complete. No ticket, no production. Period.
These right here are the hard rules that protect the system's health. Think of them like the body's reflexes. They just happen, no questions asked. Design must be locked before we even think about costing. Production never starts without all the locks in place. We've got a strict 3-day material rule. These are non-negotiables, and they're what ensure a predictable, healthy flow.
Next up, the intestines.
This is manufacturing. The team's job here is to absorb all the nutrients from the plan, the materials, the drawings, and assemble them into the final product, delivering that value. A high first-pass yield? That's clean absorption. Defects? Those are toxins that the system has to eliminate.
We're almost there. The project is built. Now we have to deliver it and protect the long-term health of our system and our client relationship. This is the critical job of the immune system.
Our immune system is our quality assurance and risk mitigation process. And it doesn't just sit back and catch mistakes. No way. It actively defends against potential issues. It responds super fast to any problems, and it learns from them so the entire body gets stronger over time.
And just like every other part of the body, this stage is governed by its own procedures. SOP 16 guides that official client turnover, making sure we have a professional handover. But then SOP 18 kicks in, and it captures all the after-sales feedback. This is how the immune system develops antibodies, by learning from every single project.
So, let's just trace that whole journey one more time. Every project passes through these 5 gates, in this exact order. G0, translate the client's voice. G1, lock the design. G2, validate the cost. G3, confirm we're ready for production. And finally, G4, complete the client turnover. That's our clear, predictable, and healthy path to success.
So you might be wondering, what holds all of this together? What allows all these separate organs to actually function as one cohesive body? Let's look at the final 2 absolutely crucial components.
Well, first, you have the bloodstream. That's our communication flow. That CTQ oxygen we talked about gets carried to every single organ by our single point of contact, or SPOC. Think of the SPOC as the main artery. And while you don't see it here, providing the overall structure is the spine. That's our leadership team, keeping the entire system aligned, upright, and strong. So there you have it. You are now part of this living system. Every single role is vital. Understanding your function and how it connects to the whole, well, it isn't just important, it's the key to our collective success. The only question left is, what will your contribution be?